Governor Kevin Stitt is talking only to Fox 23 about the sudden resignation of his education secretary last year. She was only on the job for 3 months.
Stitt appointed a new education secretary last month. Fox 23 weekend anchor Rick Marinon is live with what the governor had to say about the previous secretary's concerns that caused her to leave. Rick.
The governor tells me there are simply some things his office does not have control over when it comes to that relationship between them and the Department of Education. But he says his new education secretary has a long established relationship with Superintendent Ryan Walters, and he sees better things ahead.
The Secretary of Education, they have functions they do, and we think that she has a really good relationship with the education community, both higher ed and common ed, but she's going to be able to influence. But as far as direct hire and fire authority over people running education, that's not the way our system is set up.
Governor Kevin Stitt believes the relationship with his office and the State Department of Education is fixed after his last Secretary of Education resigned just 3 months into the job. Last July, Dr. Catherine Curry resigned as Education Secretary shortly after she took the job. She said the job was, quote, complex, especially with today's current political environment. She went on to do interviews claiming she was shut out from oversight of the department's finances.
The oversight deal is a weird deal because in Oklahoma, we have a separately elected superintendent of education, okay? Other states, Florida, for example, the governor selects his superintendent of education. That's what's so weird about Oklahoma. Oklahoma wants Governor Stitt to fix education, but then my hands are tied behind my back.
OSDE said in a statement last summer the data Curry asked for was not available and they didn't know when it would be. Curry was the first Secretary of Education since Ryan Walters was elected state superintendent. Fast forward to now, Stitt appointed Nellie Sanders as his new education secretary. She served on boards with Walters, even supported his side of the establishment of the nation's first religious online charter school using Oklahoma taxpayer funds. Stitt says she will mostly now make policy and focus on improving conditions for people with learning disabilities.
I think Nellie's going to do a really good job. She's the right person for the job. She is so passionate about people that have disabilities and how do we get them the best education possible.
As for Sanders' future, even though she has been appointed, she still needs state Senate approval. But keep in mind, because she served on so many other boards, she already has Senate approval for other jobs, so she's expected to be easily confirmed. Live covering news that matters, I'm Rick Marinon, Fox 23 News.